Okay, what is happening with this dots craze? But I have to admit, there is some nostalgia that goes along with these confetti dots, the old-fashioned kind of birthday cakes. I saw this trend and I just had to do it because what attracted me to it was really these are the star of the show, the dots, the confetti. If you grew up when I grew up, you had birthday cakes on almost every family's homemade cake had confetti dots. Now they're making their way back into our society, which is so fun. You can get them on Amazon as I did, and they actually taste quite good. I also am making my own dots cake because financially I'm responsible sometime. And I also like the idea of creating my own version. I've checked out the original version, I've checked out other people's versions, and this is the fun thing about doing a recipe like this. It's a frozen treat. It's this time of year that you're gonna have picnics and people are coming over and you're gonna have outside fun and barbecues. And this is something that you can bring even in a cooler, maybe with ice packs around it. You don't want it to be solid frozen. So even when I do serve them, I'll probably take them out of the freezer to start thawing. They're a perfect treat to have during this season of summertime fun. But I can even see getting colored dots and doing them different colors, maybe Christmas colors, or you could do them even fall and maybe add some caramel. This is the fun part about a recipe like this. I watched lots of recipes and I even was cornering my vision on Pioneer Woman's sheet pan chocolate cake. And then I went up to my pantry and I saw this sitting there. I always like to have a couple of spare cakes in case I just need to whip one up fast. Let's try this. So under 30 minutes, I'm going to make these adorable cups because everything tastes better when it comes in an individual size. Everybody knows that. And I thought coordinated, I'm making even that better than the dots cake because they're pretty plain simple. And it's gonna have that ASMR top. A box cake, 3 eggs, water, and some oil. And I have made is the buttercream cream cheese frosting. You know, I couldn't decide whether I wanted a cream cheese frosting on the top to make those dots really stick or the buttercream. I did my research and found out that buttercream actually tastes better frozen, but there's something about cream cheese in me that I thought I'm gonna make it a half and half. Your basic buttercream icing, instead of using all butter, use half cream cheese. That's all I did. And icing sugar and Bob's your uncle. So let's get started. I don't want this to take all day. I want to be done in a half an hour. I want these to be freezing on a sheet pan down in my big freezer. And then I will put them, cover them somehow and keep them in there all summer long and hand them out as I get visitors. One cup of water and a half a cup of oil. All right, there it is mixed for a couple of minutes. Then I prepared my sheet pans, 9.5 by 13.5. It says that this fills up just one, but now I don't want this to be a big cake. I want it to be, these cups are only, they're only 2.5. I just prepared these by washing them, and then I put in the parchment, and just if you leave a little bit of water, it sticks this. So I'm gonna try to eyeball half of this batter. No, it's gonna be too thin. So I'm gonna do the whole thing. Yeah, it's just kind of perfectly that 9.5 by 13. You just want it level. I did as I do, got some chocolate right on my shirt. It's not me unless that happens.
Okay.
So I will check on it in, it says 10 to 15 minutes. Alexa, set a reminder for 12 minutes from now.
Coming up.
Okay.
What would you like to be reminded about?
Take the cake out of the oven.
I'll remind you to take the cake out of the oven in 12 minutes.
Thank you. All right, check back in. Here we are, actually a half an hour later. Ignore this, I'm making dinner. And there it is, we have a cake. It's cooled down and it is about this thick. I would say centimeter, half an inch. Let's get cutting and put these together. I also found this, you know, sometimes at Winners you just come across the red tags, and I found this food stacking kit a long time ago, and then you can push it out. Very excited to see how this comes together. So let's cut our first cake. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, so I'm gonna put them right into here it is, the cake. And even this comes with a little thing that pushes it out, so I'm gonna push it right into the bottom. Take that one, comes right off. Actually, it goes perfectly inside. You can use glass, whatever, little jars, and then they flip them over and they just push them back in. That's kind of cool. Some are going to have, they're short on the edges. Who cares? It's gonna be covered in ice cream. You're not even gonna know. Let's see what that looks like. Squish it in the bottom. There, you can't even tell it doesn't have edges. And I even thought of one for me is going to be all the little pieces, and I will indicate on the bottom that this is a Lisa one, which is just going to be, oh boy, that's high. I'm going to squish it down because the middle got actually really high. It puffed up. Let me show you. Puffed up higher than the edges. Oh well. But no, as I was saying, I decided I'm gonna take all of these pieces and put them in one cup, and that's gonna be a Lisa one, because I'm gonna know that this is all the edges, but who cares? Well, this is working out better than expected. We might have the 2 Lisa cakes with the crumbles in it. So out of that Pillsbury, I got 3, 6, 9, 12, I got a dozen. Yeah, there's a lot of cake here. Let's taste the cake. Really good. Don't overcook it. 17, I got 17 cups. So I'm gonna do a test. Let me see on something like that. Push this down, because remember, I still have to put the icing. It's ice cream and icing. It's halfway on the cup, and then I can do the icing, which is really gonna act as a glue for those dots to make that crust. Now, my buttercream icing. Let me try this. Okay, let's try this. Oh my God, moment of truth. Oh my God, so cute. Okay, working fast. Bloop. They actually just look like a party. How adorable. This is the amount of ice cream I had. So there you have it. There's my Dots cake and ice cream with a little bit of skim of butter, cream cheese icing with the dots on top. So I'll take a shot when I'm eating one. Okay, I am trying this. And what I like about this, what's appealing is the area. So I'm gonna make 2 pouches of this Costco brownie box, and I'm gonna see what that and put them in these pans and see how that works. The 2 pouches of the Ghirardelli brownie mix. Who doesn't like a little bit of salt to offset that sugar? I think this is gonna be the trick. I'm totally redoing Dots. Brownie is superb, and it will be so much better tasting. I mean, the chocolate cake was fine, but I think the chewy, gooey, even frozen brownie is gonna bring this to the next level. As easy as scoop the ice cream onto the cake and then flipping it quick. And that is it. And then I'm going to freeze them. I think this is going to be better. Less sweet. Delicious. This is the ticket. The fudge chocolate brownie with your favorite ice cream on top. And the dots. Happy birthday.